Hey, hello there. Welcome to the latest episode of Deadbeat Son, depending on when you're watching. Episode 12 with your host, Trey Lamb. That's me, and that's not going to change. We'll have people on eventually, but, whatever. This is me, baby. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. October 4th is when this came out. You caught me. It was a little bit of Weather Girls, earlier. It's raining men. It's that season. No, I mean, it's fall. It's not raining guy season. Well, it might be for you. I don't know. Jeez. Hey, if you're doing well, then God, if it is that season for you, if it's raining men, then God bless you. You're doing well. If you want that. If not, I'm sorry. It's a weird start, but thanks for being here. Again, appreciate everyone watching, who's listening. I've been meeting people who listen, who enjoy the podcast. That's awesome. That's the most encouraging thing. So thank you to you, and you know who you are because you are listening. So thanks. Jesus, man. I've been excited to do this episode. A lot of stuff going on. I'm happy to be doing this. I look forward to being here. I think about things to talk about. So and I got a bunch, man. First and foremost, man. Get your tickets to my show in Salt Lake City on October 23rd. You can go to wiseguyscomedy.com. There was a whole ordeal with my headshot and how bad it was before, both on the website and on the posters. So took care of that. And it's looking good. So get your tickets to that, and then also come check me out in California at the end of the month. I'll be there like October 27th to like November 6th. So I'll be doing shows San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, all over. So check me out there. Today's episode, we're gonna look at some emails because I'm an idiot and forgot to check the emails coming in. So and we have some, a few of you have written in, so we're gonna check those out right now. And then I like it. So let's get into it. Again, the email is deadbeatsuttonpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, so first off, we got a message here. Subject: my type. So for those who have been keeping up, in one of the earlier episodes, I talked about like when people talk about their type, like they have a type, and what is that? Well, in my personal experience, my type is it's not who I'm attracted to, it's who is attracted to me. That's what I feel like it should be, right? So it's like you can look back at your life, at your romantic pursuits, right? And maybe if you could see a trend, and for guys, oh wait, I think I just cracked it. For women, a lot of the time, they'll have more options, right, than guys typically. So their type, that makes more sense that their type is what they choose. For guys, straight guys, it's not quite the same, right? When you don't have the options, when you are one of the options, your type is just who accepts you, right? Who will take you in, who will go, come on, get out of the cold, come on, I got a place for you, which And you could look back and you could see kind of like a pattern or a trend. Oh, okay, typically these kinds of women are into me. And I said that mine was Latina chicks who used to be goth, right? So if you're Latina and you used to be, emo or goth, you used to listen to My Chemical Romance, anything like that, I'm your guy, right? That's they like me. That's my type. So we got a message here from Ivan R. He goes, "Hey Trey, my name is Ivan from San Diego, California. I will be there November 3rd. Come check me out." Cool. I would say, okay. "Hey Trey, my name is Ivan from San Diego. I would say my type is women who are bisexual and teetering on the side of women, meaning more attracted to women than men. I've had 2 relationships in the past where my exes have decided they were gay after dating me." Now, we're all careful with the wording here. I'd probably go with I like to go with realized. Probably realized, but whatever, we get it. I'm sure you didn't mean it like that. "I've heard you talk about similar things on stage, so I know you relate." Yeah. Basically, white women with a Y somewhere in their name and at least bisexual. I would say that's the type I attract. Thanks for your time. Best, Ivan R. Ivan, you nailed it, man. I have, yeah, what did he say? White women with a Y in their name. Man, if he isn't right about that, And it'll be a Y that doesn't even make sense. Well, yeah, I have very similar experiences, Ivan. Thank you. Oh, first of all, thank you for reaching out. And sorry that it took me a while to get back to you. Jesus. Yeah, I can absolutely relate with that. I've had a number of relationships where they, where after we split up, my ex will either, have a girlfriend for a little while, or, or just straight up be lesbian, and God bless them, There is a certain something about it, though. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. It does something to you, right? I don't feel like discouraged or like what's the word? I'm not like self-conscious about it. It doesn't bother me. I'm legitimately happy for them. But you can't help but go, all right, well, at what point did it hit them? Like, at what point was it during our relationship? Was it during something that, happened? Was it, God forbid, while we were making sweet, sweet love? You can't help but think about it. And you go, I don't think that I'm the reason. I don't think that that's a thing. I don't think that it works like that. I think they are just, well, I mean, the ones who, Jesus, man, this is tough. The ones who just like are with a woman for a little while, maybe they, just kind of try it out. Afterwards, after dating me, like, maybe right there, if they go back to guys, then you think, okay, so they were just experimenting, they're just trying it out. So then it's probably more likely that like maybe I did something where she was like, ugh, okay, I'm sick of this, and I wonder, what was it, I don't know. I don't know. Was it me like blowing my nose and then putting the napkin in my pocket? Was it me watching nothing but Seinfeld and The Simpsons for an entire summer? Or an entire couple years of being together. You can't. I don't know, man. Was it? You can't help but think. But that's also just like that's just part of the generation, Ivan. That's just part of our this these younger people now. You said it's a lot of white women with Y's in their name, so they're probably in their 20s, right? Mid to late 20s, I imagine, or early to late 20s, which is your 20s. And it's just so much more common now, right? Like so many women are bisexual. So many guys are bisexual, dude. It's there's a lot of them. God bless them all, man. I don't give a... Yeah, I couldn't care less. But it is. It just is. There's just way more, right? A lot more bisexuals across the board. Yeah. Great. Thanks for reaching out. And there's nothing to do about that, right? You just be happy for them. So, okay. We got a message here from Stuart. Let's see. All right, Stuart. No subject. I love that. I like that. I actually do. That's way more intriguing. Right? You see a no subject, you go, what could it be? If they write a subject, you go, all right, well, anyway. It's more professional, but to have no subject is way more intriguing. I'm excited to see that. It could be a spam. It could be the email from, the prince of, some African country who needs money in exchange for whatever money. It could be a picture of your, a body part that I didn't want to see or did want to see. It could be one of those chain mails. Remember chain mails, dude? What an absolute nightmare that was. What did we do that for? What the hell did we do that for? That was awful. What a sick, twisted part of my life. For no reason. It would just have people, you just get an email from your friend. You'd get an email from your friend at school saying like this mother and daughter were walking and the daughter fell into a well and, the mother just, stared down at her and then kept, walked away. And now that little girl's ghost is going to appear out of your sink. She crawls out of your sink and is going to eat your mom to get back at mothers if you don't forward this to 10 to 15 of your friends. If you do only 10, then she'll come out and she'll just take a bite out of your mom. But that's it. If you forward it to 12, she'll come out and she'll spook you and then she'll go away. But if you forward it to 15, she won't come out. Dude, I'm 11 years old. Like, the wonders of the internet have not. I didn't have time to grasp. I didn't have time to figure out internet shit. And now I'm dealing with a demon, And so what are you supposed to do? You gotta forward it. I'm not taking that chance. I didn't believe in it. I was a rational kid. Sure I was. But I could not take that chance. I don't know why I didn't just tell my mom. If I just told her about it, she would have been like, oh, that's not a real thing. And here's what it is. It's a chain mail, and it's a fake thing that people send just to send. And then it would have been like, oh, okay. I still would have done it, though. I'm not taking that chance, man. That's really what it came down to. That was I bet that was like a social experiment or something. But, man, it didn't. Why? So, that was a nightmare. That's those would have subjects though, wouldn't they? Subject line: your mom's gonna die, and you're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, better see what this is about. All right, Stuart, no subject. Hi, Trey. Hi, Stuart. I stumbled across your clips on IG, not even sure how, to be honest. It just popped up. That's the beauty of the clips, baby. You don't even know how I'm in your life, and I just am. It just popped up, but I've seen all your posts and I've really enjoyed watching you. Thank you. Your humor is a self-deprecating, which is probably why it clicks. Being British, it's typical of our type of humor. Yeah, I've been getting the Brits. They like that. They like my. I've gotten a number of people from UK reaching out, from like London and whatnot, saying that I do well there. So I'm gonna try to get out there, I guess. I watched Monty Python at a very young age. So I just watched your podcast today. Thank you. Don't beat yourself up about the people who get offended. Everyone gets offended about everything nowadays. It's bonkers. Man, and if bonkers ain't the perfect way to describe it, dude. It is fucking bonkers, dog. You're right. Thank you for that. It's hilarious that you apparently offended a bisexual witch. Yeah, it is, man. It's I don't get it. Well, I mean, I do. Of course I did. I'm a straight white man, right? Like, of course they're not gonna like the idea of me. Just like how straight white men back in the day didn't like the idea of a witch, you know? Hey, a few hundred years ago, we weren't too psyched about the idea of a witch being around. So, fair's fair. These witches, man. You're not offensive, so keep doing what you do. Thank you, Stuart. All the best, Stuart, from Pendle in the UK, where witches come from. That's cool, man. Thank you, Stuart. Very nice of you. Appreciate that, the kind words. I hope you're watching still. If you are, it took me a while to get back to you. Man, where witches come from, dude. So that's, oh my God. And I hope he means the original ones and not like the modern day ones who were just, your friend Stacy on Instagram, who's going into the woods, which is just, some trees behind a parking lot at a Kmart, and putting on Doc Martens and a frickin' hat. And her name's Ashley. That's cool, man. Man, all the way from the UK. That's, wow. So then how'd they get up? So did we bring them with us, dude? Not me, sorry. Sometimes I'm Canadian. I'm not even American. But did they bring the witches with them then when they came across and started? Wow. You think they were stowaways? They just crammed them in some frickin' barrels with wheat and I don't know, other stuff. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah. For the kind words. We also got some suggestions. I asked for suggestions on how to liven up the studio here, and we got a few. So let's read those. We got wear like funky clothing to brighten the atmosphere. Okay. Yeah, I'll wear a funky shirt. We got stripper pole. That's pretty good, too. You think... Where would I put it? Right here? Man, I haven't even been to a strip club, That, you know how I feel about that. I'm not, I do a bit on it, but it's true. I just, I really thought about it. I don't get the appeal of of going to a strip club with your friends, because it's like, yeah, we're all gonna go get boners together. Hey, I don't. That doesn't seem like a great time to me. I don't know, but maybe that's because I grew up with a single mom. Maybe that's because I didn't have a dad around. I just, I didn't. I didn't get to build that type of male bond where you sit around and get hard with your bros. I missed out on that. So that's probably, maybe not the Bob Marley poster, Jeffrey Epstein poster. That's interesting. Now, there's no way in hell I'm doing a Bob Marley poster. I'll tell you that right now. I got nothing against the guy. But can you imagine, that's the, dude, that's the problem. I can just see it. I can just see, the retorts. I can just see the clapbacks about appropriating Bob Marley poster. Yeah, and I'll do it. I'll have a neon. I'll have it like a neon. So you put a black light up to it, and it's like a whole different thing. No way. Could you imagine the clapbacks I'd get for a Bob Marley poster, bro? Oh, they'd be on me about it. No way. I wouldn't hear the end of it. The vaping. It's still I'm still off the stuff, feeling good. If anyone was wondering, it's tough. It is tough to stay off it. The hardest part, of staying off it is just how easy, how accessible they've become. And I hang around comedians a lot, and they're all vaping, and even the comedians you look up to are vaping, and then that's tough because you go, he's so cool and he's vaping. Well, it must not be. It is that bad though. It really is. Anyway, I talked a lot about that in the last episode. Speaking of trips. Yeah, I'm taking a trip in a couple weeks or a few weeks. Taking a trip to down California way. It's gonna be fun. Back to my old stomping grounds at the college, UC Santa Barbara. That's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be so much fun. This will be different. I'm a little older, a little wiser, if you will. Man, when I was in college, dude, I was a mess. Internally, I was a mess. Externally, it looked like I was doing all right. I had short hair. I was clean cut, baby. But there was such turmoil in me. I was in a relationship. I was dating this woman for a couple of years. We lived together, or almost 3 years. We lived together, while I was in college, and I just had no idea who I was. I was doing comedy. I was very new at comedy, only like a couple of years in, and just trying to figure it out, man. That's what that age is for. That's what, and some people, college is a place where they figure that out. And it was for me. It definitely was. Just getting to be exposed to the different, options and pursuits that you could, do with life and whatever have you. So, but I found, and going to college helped me realize that I didn't need to go to college because I want to be a comedian, or I'm a comedian. So probably didn't need to spend all that money. But if I hadn't, I wouldn't have gotten where I am. So whatever. Blech. Had a good weekend too. Had a fun weekend. Filming. I was just filming this weekend for Duncan Trussell. Man, what a comedian he is. I mean, what an excellent show. I had so much fun watching him, hanging out with Johnny Pemberton. I mean, man, we were talking like we've known each other our whole lives. It was so great. So easy to talk to, so relatable. And his act, I love it, man. It's so, it's not your typical stand-up joke punchline. It's, more obscure. It's irreverent. It's outside the box. It's great. Definitely catch him live if you get the opportunity. Both of them, of course, Duncan Trussell as well, but who's built such an amazing following, this guy, and these people the people aren't amazing. I'll say that. They're all over the map, dude. His crowds, I was there all weekend. I saw 4 shows of his crowds. These people either showed up an hour early or an hour late to the show. It was insane. And you could tell that a lot of them weren't super comfortable in shoes, if you catch my drift, they're natural. They'd much rather be barefoot in public. And I think the time, they were either an hour early or an hour late, because a lot of these people do shrooms and other psychedelics, and they just they don't lose track of time, they lose concept of time, right? They just kind of forget about time as a construct. So they forget what it is, that it's a thing that we use to get to do shit on, So you do enough psychedelics, you go, yeah, but what is time? The show starts at what? The show's at 9. The show's at 9:30. 9:30 what? 9:30 geckos on the pavement. And you're like, what? And they're like 9:30. 69 4 20. You're like, what? They're like, well, you're just saying numbers. No, the show's at 9:30 p.m. We got to go, babe. It's time to go. We got to go to the show. And she's like, well, what even is a show? What are they going to show me? Oh my God. It's funny, you'll find those people in comedy. That's what I love about it, is these worlds interact all the time, and we're friends. I got friends who are like that, who are very flowy and whatever, and then you got ones who are like, this is how it is, man. But the shows were great. The shows were fun. The people, and so I really admire the way he's been able to build a community. And regardless of how late they were to the show, they were on time for his set. They made it in time for when he got on stage. So, actually, no, a lot of them didn't. A lot of them showed up to a sold-out show trying to buy tickets. Yeah. Which I guess is good. It's good from a business perspective. Oh man, there's people couldn't get tickets. Well, they're definitely going to come next time. Not necessarily with these folks, not necessarily. They might not even be on the same plane of existence next time you're in town, Yeah, I'm interested to see the types of people who come out to my shows. I'm interested to see my demographic as it, as I go along and build it. but for now, I've got dude, I dig it. The people who who like my stuff, who like reach out and follow along with my stuff, they seem chill. They seem super chill, and that's great. They'll reach out and they'll say some chill ass shit. I'll be like, fuck yeah, dude. And that's it. And then we just keep going, man. I like that. We got a good thing going here. So, yeah, check out the dates. That's going to do it. I'm done. If you have any suggestions to how to liven this place up, go ahead and email me, or email about anything you want to talk about. I'm happy to do so. So, thanks for being here. Treylam.com, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.